Hey guys, welcome back to Creative Melodies. I'm Anthony.
I'm Marlene.
And we are going to be reviewing a new song today. This song is actually one that I am looking forward to.
Yes.
And I have not listened to it all. I'm super excited though.
I'm pretty sure I've heard maybe 10 seconds of this song.
This bitch always hears something.
But I haven't heard the full song yet, so I'm very excited.
Alright, so we're going to be reviewing Joyride by Kesha.
Yay!
This feels to me like it's her first, and I think it is her first piece of work outside of being under Dr. Luke's label.
Yes.
She's finally done with that contract and she's able to move on as an independent artist. And I am so fucking excited because I feel like she's been holding back.
Oh, 100%. I believe that.
She's been waiting to give out the good shit until she was done with that.
Yeah.
100% that's what I feel. So let's go ahead and give this a listen.
Until I feel the vibrations.
Can I just say I'm so excited that she literally took a line from Mean Girls.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Mother. Don't even try to keep giving me shit. I earned the right to be first. Keep it first. Beep, bitch, I'm a because I'm a bitch. Joyride.
Alright, can I just say... Okay, so I was here. I have been here for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was here when Kesha first came out. It's just very interesting to kind of see, like, the beginning of Kesha. I heard a bit of, like, the Rainbow album, High Road, and Gag Order. I didn't really, like, dive into the albums 100%, but I, like, tried to listen to some of the, like, the more popular songs.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't, like, my attention wasn't there. But now, hearing Joyride, I can 100% confirm to you, she was holding off on all those albums. She said, you know what, I'm going to give you the bare minimum of myself in these albums. I don't care if they chart, I don't care where they go, because I know 100% that when I come back, it's going to be on my own terms, and it's going to be what I want. And this just goes to prove, like, she did have an input in the beginning of her career. She had an input in the first album or EP, whatever you want to call it, Animal, Cannibal, and then into Warrior. Like, you could tell that she had an input, and I am just so happy that she is back on her terms.
I do feel like Joyride, I'm going to rate it right now, 10 out of 10. Amazing. I think it's an amazing song. I'm gonna have to keep on listening to it to learn the lyrics. I do think that the quality on the vocals is a little but for the most part, I like it. I like the way that she's singing it. I like the way that it's all structured. Very, very interesting. I've seen clips of her performing it. Very interesting. Once again, I love and I hope that people really do fall in love with Kesha again. Because to me, I think Kesha's like maybe in my top 10 favorite artists because I really enjoy women that are very powerful, very badass, very I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Very much you cannot and will not fuck with me. That same goes with people like Pink and Gaga and Britney. You know, those are the women that I really love and that I look up to. So, yeah, I really hope that people show the love and show the support for Kesha because I think she really deserves it and she really needs it.
I'm not going to rate this a 10. I'm actually going to rate this like an 8.
Oh.
Love the song. I think it's a great song. I definitely think that there's some production that could have been enhanced a little bit better. It definitely does take on the more independent vibe feel. And I also feel like this was a bit pandered and catered toward the gays. If I will say, yeah, I definitely feel like it was because it was released during Pride Month. Kesha reminds me a lot of BB Rexa. They are amazing artists. They have great vocals and they have the ability to fucking sing the house down, but in their own right and in their own way, you know? but they also can write and produce music like no other. They're very, very good writers, like very good writers. And a lot of producers see that, especially like these label producers that work with other big artists. They see that as a way to like, you know, funnel their way to these other bigger artists. What I think is very funny though, and that I am going to bring up, I am going to, you know, allege, big allege right here. What I am going to say is I think it's really funny how Britney was put into a conservatorship in 2008, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Circus album came out in 2008, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. December of that year. I think it's very funny that that's the first album that Britney worked with Dr. Luke. I also think it's very funny, you know, because there was 2007 where Britney was working on Blackout and she was working with Danger and stuff. But I also think that it's very funny how like her people, Britney's people, specifically chose Dr. Luke to come in and do some work on the album. I feel that there is something between Britney and Dr. Luke, and there's something between Gaga and Dr. Luke that maybe has not been brought up or has not been said to the public, but will finally one day make its way out and be truth. You know, let's just, I'm just putting that there. I'm alleging. Nothing has been said, but this is just how I feel. Just how I feel. It's my opinion, and my opinion. Facts ain't defamation, and opinions are not defamation either. Well, I guess sometimes they can be, but it's just, it's very odd to me that like Kesha was hand selected and picked to work with Dr. Luke. And yet Dr. Luke had the ability to be around all these other females and all these other big artists that were up and coming in the time, and some that were reviving their careers from what people thought were spinning off the rails, and he only took advantage of Kesha.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't believe that. I don't subscribe to that. I subscribe to, I think that there's a possibility for anything. And truthfully, I don't trust him. I also find it very funny, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Kesha got her start as like an actor, and she was on the Sweet Life, I mean, not the Sweet Life, the Simple Life with Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton. She was in an episode with her mom, Phoebe, who is also a songwriter who's been in the business for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
So
she's written for Dolly Parton.
I think that's very funny how, like, you know, a lot of these people who come up in the industry have some sort of gateway to get into the industry, and they have some people that they know to be able to push them through, but they're not always protected. And you would think that the previous people that are putting them into this industry would give them like a heads up of like, hey, this is going to happen. And I'm also sure like that maybe even some of them do give them a heads up, right?
Yeah.
And they say, hey, this is what could happen, and you know, whatever. And it's up to you to kind of take the reins of your career and try to make the best of it. And of course, you know, when signing a contract, you're looking at things like, you know, 360 deals, and will you have your masters and stuff like that, and you're kind of like not really understanding all the terminology of it, but you have these people that you think are leading you down the right path and possibly are leading you into the hands of people who are really bad. I find it really weird how this is like, it's a repeat thing. This keeps happening over and over and over and over again. I mean, Whitney Houston was taken advantage of. Michael Jackson was taken advantage of. TLC was taken advantage of. I mean, Aaliyah was taken advantage of. Britney was taken advantage of. NSYNC was taken advantage of. Backstreet Boys were taken advantage of. I mean, you look at it, it's like Lou Pearlman and all the people that they were involved with, and, you know, Toni Braxton and all the shit that she was involved in, and how she was made to believe like, oh, she spent all her money on all this rich shit, and yet she lost all her millions. And Michael Jackson, I still to this day believe that he was killed for his catalog, because Michael Jackson owned so much of the Beatles and of his own catalog. But all in all, at the end of this, you know, I hope that Dr. Luke has his day, because I feel like every dog has their day.
Electric chair.
I am so proud of Kesha for putting out this song. I think this song's a great song. I still do rate it an 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5. Yeah, I think this is a great song. Good pop song. All right, guys, so be sure to check out our other videos down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and set that notification button for all future videos. And we are going to see you in the next video.
Bye.
Until I feel the vibrations.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, why not go check out some other videos like the interviews and the unboxing videos?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah, they're like down there, duh.
Duh.